Hey guys, what's happening? The cat is out of the bag. Steve Mayeda here, founder of The Sexual Life, also host of the 21 Convention 2014 in Tampa, as well as lead instructor for Venusian Arts. And today we are talking about some crazy stuff. We're going to get into some feminism. We're going to get into some misogyny. We're going to get into some of the confusion that's come up about this whole Elliot Rodgers tragedy. And we're talking about it with Steve, aka Bravo, who did an amazing article with his girlfriend. Check it out at bravopua.com. It really cleans up a lot of the confusion. And what we're talking about here is how a lot of the hatred, the blame, the guilt, the shame, and the pointing of the finger of both men and women about just being an extremist in any sort of way causes division. If you are set out to be the better man, if you're set out to be the better woman, you're not going to get there, well, casting blame. You're not going to get there, well, casting disconnect with other people. This is clip one of many of a very long podcast and interview that we did together. And the best thing you can do is check him out at bravopua.com. He's got an awesome free form, an amazing blog, and a ton of free resources for you to improve upon yourself and your journey in being a better person. Also, check out thesexuallife.com. That is an amazing resource for you to become a better man. Sign up on the newsletter. Let's take a look at this clip, share it, pass it on, do all that fun stuff. And don't forget to focus on yourself. Be the better man. You know, it's like this idea of blame or resentment or pointing the finger has turned in a way of proving intellect. You know, that and somehow you have some information so that you're smarter. Disagreeing has somehow, shown a way of you getting attention. And man, it's really like it's a disconnect, and I believe in connection. I believe in the power of what happens when people come together and unify. The more I talk to anybody, let's say if I talk to somebody and I want to interview people who are talking about stuff because I want to understand it better. But why I want to talk to them is because I know that if I talk to somebody and I really show myself and they really show themselves, we're going to have a human connection. And we may not agree on everything, but man, there will be an awesome thing that comes from it. And that's what sex is. And that's what connection is. And that's what overall, I think what guys like yourself and, guys like me, guys like Eric, actually a good handful of guys are teaching men in the whole pickup scene. It's like, how the fuck do you connect to somebody? How the fuck do you show yourself, and who you are? And even though somebody might be different, how can you bring a balance and a communication? Because that's truly how we evolve, and how we progress and all this amazing stuff. And when people are using a tragedy or a particular, even about their life to state an opinion so much, to be an individual so much that it causes a disconnect from everybody else, man, I'm against it.
What you're saying too is I'm such on a similar wavelength. And what you're talking about with like the people saying it's misogynistic and all that and trying to push their agenda, to me, those are the same type of people that like hold up the sign saying like God hates fags and stuff. It's the same way of thinking, and they're just so judgmental, and their way is the right way. And if you're not on board with them, you're the enemy. And like you saw that video of like the angry feminists in Canada where like the chick's yelling at that guy's face, and they're like, "Why'd you come here?" And it cuts to the guy, and he goes, "Well, I've had three of my male friends commit suicide recently, and I came to this event as some male speaker, men's rights speaker kind of guy." And he goes, "Well, I came here because I want to understand why they killed themselves." And the girl's like, "I don't care. Like, why aren't you a feminist then? They help that stuff." And it's all about their goal, and they're so fucking angry and mean. It's the same people like are outside on the sidewalk protesting like anti-gay marriage. I'm like, man, don't you have a job? Don't you have anything in your life that's more important? Like, 'cause I don't have, even me, I have a pretty leisure life. I don't have enough time for me to go sit on a corner and hold up a sign all day. So it's all these, it's crazy shit. So like, I think like guys like us, I'm totally cool with other people's opinions, their beliefs, their thoughts. Like, you guys want to get married, you guys want to do whatever, transgender, any of that stuff. Great. Doesn't affect me negatively. I could give a shit. But so many of these people, for some reason, they feel like they should tell people what their beliefs are going to be, or tell people what they can and can't do with their bodies. And to me, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
leave me the fuck alone. Man. And so when you start getting at that, it's something about the gay agenda, feminist agenda, right wing, all that stuff, man. Anti-gun. To me, it's all the same wavelength, same way of thinking, just a different point. So extremists and religion, anything.
Control, blame, like this enforced, the regulation in general, man. I think it comes from the same area, and everybody, I totally agree, man. People are speaking that same language. And the idea of being a man somehow needs to change in order for sex to work, or the idea of being a woman needs to be defined in order for a woman to be healthy or something. Man, that, you know, what people need to do is,
but it's not even that. It needs to be redefined as what that angry person who now has a Twitter account and thinks because they can type out 140 characters that their opinion matters. It doesn't. But they now think that they're going to sit around and like try to like tell other people how they should live their life, which is just crazy because like literally people are being murdered in other countries for their beliefs. The woman was stoned to death the other day because like she was like married the guy.
Nobody cares about that. Yeah.
No one cares.
Yeah.
But hey, this one guy who's crazy, who's like sex was his issue. Everyone else has triggers. People have like religion as their trigger. People have like interracial stuff as their trigger. Racism, any of that stuff. This guy, his was just, he was sexually repressed, zero sex, so angry, nuts. And that was the thing that triggered him. And now they're trying to do a tweet campaign saying that all guys around the world need to change their belief systems because this crazy guy is crazy. It's like, no, that's insane. Like the guy that cut off someone's skin and wore it, I don't need to change my beliefs because he cut off someone's skin. Like, I know that's wrong.
Hey, let us know what you think. Steve Mayeda here, signing off with you. Check out Steve Bravo's site, bravopua.com. And don't forget to get on the newsletter, The Sexual Life, and be the better man.